Good morning and welcome back. If you are a subscriber, thank you for coming back to my channel. If you are not a subscriber, please hit the subscribe button so you can be notified of when new videos arrive. Well, it's morning time. Probably this afternoon is when you will see this video. I'm erratic with my videos. I have not figured out exactly what day that I want to put them up. And as of late, I haven't really been feeling like doing very many videos. I think I did 2 yesterday that I put online, and this one's going to go up today, but I don't have a huge subscribership, and the ones that are subscribing, I don't see them saying anything as far as like commenting on my videos, giving me ideas that I can do to make my videos better. I'm not an entertainer, not by any stretch of the imagination. I can be funny at certain times. There is a few people that I know how to impersonate when my voice is feeling up to it. But it's just basically me and a camera and you, the subscriber, or the casual viewer that bumps into my videos. And I'm hoping that I'm able to say something that would at least entertain you mildly for a couple of minutes. My videos are usually 10 minutes or more. I'm trying to get them down to a shorter viewer span, but so far I am unable to do that because once I get to talking, I can't seem to get myself to stop in a spot where it's video friendly. So having said that, I'm going to talk about the elections, and I'm going to talk about the people that are voting in the elections. I'm going to talk about the people that have invested an awful lot of emotional time into the elections. And I'm going to talk about past presidents and how I've seen them. Now, I can't talk too much about presidents before I was born, but I can talk about Kennedy because I kind of know a little bit about him. I can talk about Gerald Ford because I was alive when Gerald Ford was president, and when Jimmy Carter was president, and Reagan, and Bush, Clinton, Bush, Obama, and then Donald Trump. And I understand it. When times are tough, they put who they think should be president in office. They give us the ability to vote, which makes us feel happy. They give us the appearance of freedom, which keeps us from being restless. You cannot give 100% freedom to America. You can give them the appearance of 100% freedom. As long as the people believe that they have 100% freedom, they will stay happy with that. It's like an old episode of The Twilight Zone that I've seen a long time ago, where there was a kid that was, this kid was in this room, and the kid felt like it was stuck in this room, but it had become happy with the idea that it was stuck in this room because it didn't realize that it was stuck. Then toward the end of the episode, it zooms outside the house, and then you see the larger picture where there's an alien kid playing with a little dollhouse, and inside the dollhouse was that little girl, and she thought she was living in her world when actually she was living in somebody else's world. I don't know if that makes any sense. If you watch Twilight Zone, you probably will get it. But I think that We, I think that we are living kind of in somebody else's world, and we have grown accustomed to it being our world, and therefore we um, have become happy with that. And as long as our day is not destroyed, as long as our daily routine for those that get up and go to work and make money, they believe that as long as that happens every day, then they're fine. As long as they can go to lunch and come back to work, go home, get up the next morning, go back to work, as long as that is not interrupted for them, they are totally happy campers. And that's fine. Excuse me. But originally, America was set up to be a world, an Illuminatist world. And we have been given a black eye. I'm not Illuminatist myself, but I understand the Bavarian Illuminatists that originally wanted to set up America. They wanted it to be a country of free thinkers, scientists, artists, women would be equal to men. Everybody would be equal in this country, but because of the British that moved here, they couldn't totally get on board with that because, for one, we had slaves, or the English, as a matter of fact, the English that came to America, we had slaves. We did not think that the women were equal to the men. We were very much Protestant driven, meaning that we read the Bible and we sort of kind of followed what was written. So America, when they say the Great Experiment, that's what they meant, that it was an experiment. Now, in 1776, the Illuminatists from Bavaria declared their independence. It was very short-lived because the world wasn't ready for free thinkers like that. The world was basically still in the Dark Ages or the Stone Age, so to speak. We had not evolved into the concrete area yet. So, as time progressed, we have slowly evolved, but we're not where we could be. We're where we're at now, and for some, they are very happy with that, and for others, they're not. But we are, for the most part, very happy with the way things are. Now, we don't take the time to look at things. We don't take the time to research things. Most of us, by nature, are just happy with believing what somebody tells us. If the person makes it sound good enough, then why would they be wrong? Like the Second Amendment, for instance. You have to be part of a well-regulated militia for that Second Amendment to work. But we have become comfortable with believing that the first part of the Second Amendment doesn't matter and it's only the second part. But there is no part one and part two, because if you understand the way it was written and the time frame that it was written in, you'll understand that that's a whole sentence broken down by a comma, meaning that one part is no more important than the other part, except for the second part protecting the part of the first. Now, we have the Ninth Amendment, and I've talked about this before. The Ninth Amendment is what a lot of people should be using to protect themselves, but again, we have been allowed to do what we're doing for so long that we have become okay with not being okay. We have gotten used to the way things are. And for some, that is creating an America inside of an America. I don't know if you've ever watched the show Frasier, but Frasier had been a show back in the 90s that spawned from Cheers. And although the Pike Place Market and the Space Needle are real, everything else was created. It's a made-up city within a real city. Just like for some, they have to create an America inside of an America in order to be American, or to feel like they're one of the gang, so to speak. So, if you've ever experienced any of that, or you have any thoughts on the idea of what I just talked about, or if you have any thoughts on this video, period, please put your comments below down here, down at the bottom. If you want to like my video, please give me a thumbs up and hit that like button. And also, if you want to subscribe, hit the subscribe button so you can be notified of when new videos are arriving. Now, hit that, and I don't have a reminder button, I don't think, but I do have a subscribe button, so you can hit that, and you'll be notified, I guess, when new videos arrive. I'm going to leave you on this note, and I say this all the time, but I mean it from my heart. I do. I mean it. Make tomorrow better than yesterday by doing the very best we can today. Have a good afternoon, America, and all points beyond.